It's not active. Hold that thought. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I was gonna say. I thought I had it turned on. Okay, so where are we? We are... How far into this station? Yeah. Is my throttle acting up again? Hold on. I think I need to reset my throttle. I don't know. There she goes. Okay. No, it's just being weird. Just had to reset it. Okay. So where are we at? We are... How far? We just need steel and titanium. It's really not that much left. I mean, it's a bunch of trips, don't get me wrong. But it is not bad. We just have to go through the small migraine of picking everything up. It'll be fine. The only downside is if we actually start getting like pirates trying to interdict us. That would get super annoying real quick. If we had a bunch of that, or trying to do this. But it's okay. And we have Winamp playing what sounds like spooky music in the background. I don't know. We'll wait and see. It'll take some time. Once we're done with this station, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We could go see what games we haven't finished yet, because I think we were doing Chrono Trigger before I had to take some time off. I think that's what it was. We bounced between this and Chrono Trigger. So I could go back to that. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Go back and finish that game up. That's a good game. Or we can move on to something else. I'm not sure. Don't know. It's behind me. Of course it is. There it is. I guess that works. There's the ship. There's the station. Planet, rather. We'll see. I just hope somebody drops in today. Otherwise, it's going to be really boring, and I'll probably leave early like I did yesterday. Because it was just really boring. Bouncing these cargo trains back and forth. I like the new music I got, though. It's pretty good. Got a lot of it. Here we are, almost there. Alright. Just have to sip this, and then we go on down. Planet to planet. There we go. Alright, where is it? There it is. This actually looks like a good angle. To come in at. No, too sharp. Too sharp. We need to get a little bit closer before we go down that angle. There we go. The first one is way too sharp. You want it to be around a 30% grade. If you're too shallow, you end up coming out of a glide too far away. And if you're too sharp, you'll end up coming in on a glide like on top of it and potentially crashing into the ground. It's not fun either way. But from here, if I just put myself back on course, we'll just coast right on in. And we'll just see how it goes. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. We're a little off. Let me realign that. There we go. It's a little better. Anything else interesting? He too. How's it going over on YouTube? What you up to? Glad you could drop in. It's always nice to have people drop in. Glad I'm actually being visible over on YouTube. So question, how did you find me? Were you looking for Elite Dangerous, or were you just kind of browsing and you actually found me that way? But how are you doing today? It's always nice to have somebody to talk to. Alright, so we're picking up our steel, I think? Is that what's next on our list? Steel and titanium going to my list. So, once we land, because you know, autodock's a mistake forever some days, we'll have to pick up the next load. And we need like 21 trips, and then we're done. It's really nice. It's really good. But building a station, we're building a asteroid base, an asteroid mining base. Because that seemed like the easiest one to build. So that's what we're going to be building. Pretty short order. Alright, so we're working on steel. At least until he runs out. If it runs out of steel, we'll switch over to titanium for a while. And we'll go from there. Oh, we have to turn around. That's okay. By the time we get flipped over, we'll actually be airborne. There we go. So you're gonna have to plan a little bit here in order to be able to hit our jumps. Now we can just tilt over, line up, and let it go. We'll have a good old party. There we go. Jump, 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 jump. Now, the question is, I think he left, which is a shame. He stopped in for like 2 seconds, dropped a message, and then left. I mean, people forget there's delays on both streaming platforms. Well, all streaming platforms, really. Yeah, you got, 20 to 30 second delay. Or more. Depending on what's going on. And they just bail on you. And it's okay. I don't know. We go with what we got. It's all good. Yeah. Twist and turn. And when you're like me and you have very few people visit you, you do watch chat, but you're not as eagle-eyed on it as you are when you have somebody who's in there actively talking. Whether it's one person or a bunch of people, it doesn't really matter. As long as you got somebody in the chat, you actually pay attention to it more. You're more likely to see new posts than you are when there's no one in chat, because you tend to tune out the empty channel. Because it is what it is. And there's nobody watching. Like I have right now. It doesn't help me any. There we go. Because my estimate is how much? Let's see here. $10. $15. Yeah, you just about 18 seconds. You just got about an 18-second delay on me right now. I know Twitch is pretty seamless unless I actually turn on the delay. And then they have like a 20-30 second delay for stream sniping. But I don't play any games in a way that stream sniping is possible. So, that's not a thing. But it's okay. Now, the fun part here is we're done with this trip. And we'll see where it goes from there. It's crazy. This is actually a really good piece. I like this music. This is one of those. It'd be a good piece of music for like villain backstory stuff. A lot of the music that I picked up, well, it's good music, but a lot of it really fits a darker motif, which does fit Elite Dangerous. There'd probably be more at home and like Warhammer 40k or something like that. For a lot of it. Or for the darker scenes from like a Final Fantasy or something. Definitely would probably fit that too. Much better. That also would have been a great one for the background of a villain monologue or something. Kind of like what they did for Sephiroth in the original Final Fantasy VII. They had Sephiroth's theme. Which is, which I'm guessing that's what that piece was probably based on. Because a lot of DRM-free music, background music, so like this, is usually based on others. I don't know what's going on. No clue. I'm getting in range before I tell it to auto dock, because actually I can tell it to auto dock. I can tell it to dock. I just want to get in range before I let the auto dock take over. Oh, that's gonna slam me into one of those beams again. So annoying. So annoying when they do that. There we go. All right. Transfer our steel, which brings us down to 12,665. Yeah. I said it's gonna take a while, but we're close. I mean, we're down to about 20 trips, and this started closer to 50 trips. So that was a couple weeks ago. But I sadly have not been able to do much over the last couple weeks. It's a shame, but it is what it is. But we'll get there. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. So interesting. I know, it's a relatively boring thing going on, but it's okay. So we got some good background music. We got some transport flights going. We're making some money. It's not a big deal. Gotta get off the sun. A little too close. Just a little too close to that sun. I don't know, the music's stuttering. Yeah, apparently there's a spike in that drive. It's so strange. The computer does that randomly. Causes it to have distortions when... That's why I don't use my media drive for games. Because it always causes them to lag more. But for this kind of stuff, like music, movies, that kind of whatever, it's great. And it just doesn't bother me when it stutters because it's not a big deal. Excuse me. But, you know, we'll get there. Though tomorrow, I need to start playing Inquisitor, because playing Inquisitor's just kind of sucking up my time right now. And I've been meaning to I was meaning to get into this today to do some serious grinding on it. But that didn't happen. So now we're actually behind where I wanted to be for today. Going into today, I wanted to have, at least half the trips done already. But not gonna happen at this rate. It's okay. So it doesn't mean means we're just not gonna finish building it on stream today. But we'll get a bunch done. And then tomorrow or Monday, whatever, I'll finish it up. Probably tomorrow. Because I have like 20 trips left. And it is a day. It's like 7 hours to do 20 trips. So between 5 and 7 hours, depending on how many interdictions I get, and if the planets and suns are all in good spots. As we're traveling, it kind of all depends. It varies a lot. But if everything's in good shape, about 5 hours. If it's average, 7. If it's worse than average, could be 9. So it all depends on how it's going. I was off a little bit. Yeah, but I gotta get in range first. Gotta get in range before I can dock. It's okay. Like I said, we'll get a bunch of runs done tonight. Excuse me. And then, I'll finish up tomorrow. It's the easy stuff. As we slowly land this bucket of bolts. Da-da. As we land. I don't know. Looking at games that have come out in the last couple of years, I really don't see that many that are interesting. As long as aren't that interesting. I mean, honestly, there's more interesting stuff in the reproduction retro market right now than there is in the modern stuff. Which is kind of sad when you think about it. We're gonna run out of steel. It's like somebody else is grabbing steel too. It's not good. Means we're gonna run out of steel soon. Well, I thought that might be a possibility, so. It's part of why I also left the titanium. Because I figured if I ran out of steel, I could always go do titanium for a while. I don't know. We'll get there. It'll take a little while, but we'll get there. I don't know. What am I gonna do when I finish this? I'm not sure. Not sure. It's always a fun one to play with. It would be fun to do. And I have lots of games, mostly older ones. But they're always interesting. I mean, a lot of the games that I've played the hell out of them. I mean, on and off stream. Mainly because the games that a lot of the games that I play offline, no one comes to watch. Well, it's like brand new games. But I rarely play brand new games. For obvious reasons. I see no point in spending $80 for a digital game that I'm gonna play like for 40 to 60 hours and then never touch it again because it's single player, it's offline, and if it does have an online mode, it's usually like, garbage, so I don't bother. I don't know what game it is. But it's okay. We'll see. What do we got? We gotta do a full turnaround. I don't know. There's a lot of good games out there, though. And the ones that I enjoy playing the most. is like this MechWarrior Online, MechWarrior 5. I don't play online because the wait times are too much. I mean, solo it's fine, but doing it on stream, it's like I'll spend more than half my stream waiting for a match. That's why I stopped playing online. Oh, thank you. How are you doing today? Hold on. Love your content. Join the next stream with friends. Kind of add. Well, thank you for the follow. It's much appreciated. I don't do a lot of games with other people because my schedule is really hectic. So, I tend to, not actually do streams with other people or whatever. I'm usually doing good to get a couple hours on Friday and Saturday night, and that's a good week. But on average, I don't always even get to stream then, so it's hard for me to plan. When I'm going to be able to do stuff. But how are you doing tonight? You having a good weekend? Go here. As I sit here and fly on out to dump my next load of steel. We still have, what is it? When this one's done, I think we have 19 loads to go. Mostly steel. I had like 12,000 steel and like 8,000 titanium left. It's a lot. But we'll get through it. It won't take us too long to muster up everything we got. Just a matter of finding everything and working through it. Did my background music die again? Yeah, I think that track's bad. There's a couple of bad tracks in my music. They cause the audio to stop, skip, or just crash Winamp. Which is a shame. But in that case, it was a bad track. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, I need to get this station done so I can get all the... So I have the local system. Once I get the station done, it'll be a lot faster to build out the rest of the system. Because the local system will build out real quick once we have a station locally to get resources from. They make a huge difference. Not quite there yet. But if I can get this finished this week, we'll be good. There we go. that's the best part. Getting the resources we need. Not a big deal, but it is a deal. Alright. Now we just need to finish this up. We'll get there though. Won't take us too long. Oh, joy. Yeah, in this case, we're doing very boring work. Though we have good music. Apparently I got a track that's album that's not working. But I'm not surprised. I think I just took the whole album out. I have 3,000 songs. It's not a big deal. I take out 20 songs from an album. I didn't lose much. It does make me wonder if there's any more that are glitched out. I guess we'll look. We'll take a look through here and see if there's any other albums that have glitched out. Why not? I got time. I had time to jump. I had time to warp. Got to travel the planets. It's not like I have a lot of people talking in chat, so. We did get some people visiting today, which is good. I do enjoy having visitors. I wish they'd stay around longer and talk, but likes and follows, that's always good. It's a great place to start. Getting us some people, following and actually dropping in is important. It's usually where you start. And in my case, because I had to be offline for close to a month, or over a month rather. I was kind of off and on a little bit, but for the most part I had to be offline for basically a month. So, it stalled my momentum that I was getting. Which is a shame. So, what I'm looking for is I'm trying to figure out what I want to play next. I mean, I'm still going to play Elite Dangerous, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to do something else for a while. Alright, so we've got Chrono Trigger, which we started playing, and I'm posting missions from Warhammer 40k Inquisitor, because that's a lot of fun. Martyr's great. I love it. I love the game. It's a Diablo-style looter, but it's short trips, short ventures, short maps, short adventures. So you don't have a lot of long haul stuff that requires you to grind bosses and stuff just to be able to make your character bigger. And there's ways of boosting your collections and finding better gear and stuff, other than just your gear scores. You've got different ways of doing it. And if you're doing the non-storyline play, then there's a lot you can do. Because you've got different types of missions that have different types of equipment yields. Some for better than others. You've got the ability to boost adventures. You know, so things, you have better chances of rare loot or certain kinds of loot or certain perks on your loot or whatever. It's good stuff. It's a fun adventure. I like it. And that kind of stuff's good to play online, I guess. I don't know if there's anybody that would be willing to watch me play that one. I did it once when it first came out. And I did a revisit, I think, what was it? Fall last year? I went back and played it for a little bit on the stream. I think it was last fall. I did it for a little while. Around the time that, what was it? Dark Tide came out. Oh wait, that was that spring. Oh god, I forgot. Cause I played that, I played a little bit of Dark Tide. We played a large chunk of Rogue Trader when it came out. I never did finish that game. I never did. That game's really complex. I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong. I like playing it. It's like this, it's a good game, it's long, it's more long strategy type. But, there's some areas of that game that are really hard to work with. Part of it's the skill tree and whatnot, they don't really explain a lot of the stuff. You're just kind of expected to know it. They also just kind of expect you to know what to do next in your missions. So it's like, eh? They give you a lot of vague stuff. It's like, oh, yeah, we need you to go do this. It's like, okay. And it still says go to Planet A. But you're technically done on Planet A. And what you really need to do is go to Planet B. Or, like, you went to Planet B, but you need to go back to Planet A. But it doesn't tell you need to go back to Planet A. Still, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of little stuff like that in Rogue Trader. Drives me bonkers. But no, it's a good game. Kind of like, what was it? Baldur's Gate 3. Again, fantastic game. But it's got a lot going on. It's got a lot of hours of play. And unfortunately, since I don't get a lot of hours to play during the week, playing games, playing role-playing games, RPGs, which I like playing, don't get me wrong, I love playing those types of games, but they don't really fit well with my schedule. Games like this, or games that are episodic, or games that, are very modular, or the run-based, that kind of stuff. That fits my schedule better. I don't know. Maybe I'll go do Terra runs on do random missions and Terra runs and stuff. In Martyr. That would be fun. I've done those in my current character. I don't know. Don't know. Oh, excuse me. I wish I had a few more people visiting, but you know, it's all good. I had to drop in, say hi, and then leave. But it's good. I mean, I'm just glad they said hi. A lot of times people will drop in, say nothing, they'll hang out for a few minutes. Oh, I had one guy I know was in my stream for like, I don't know, an hour. A while back. Never said hi. Just sat there and watched me play the game. It's always fun. Though I think I'm gonna change that piece of music. That was kind of annoying. I'm looking to make sure I don't know our known bad tracks. Doesn't mean I'm gonna catch them all, but if I can get rid of most of them, it'll be better off. This one's kind of interesting. Let's see now. Oh, we're almost home. So that's good. There we go. And that's our home system. Out in the middle of no man's land. Off to nowhere. We live out here in the boonies. And we love it. Then I just need to figure out how to bring a faction in. Bring a faction into the region. I don't think we have one. Or if we do, I think it's the pirate faction that's down here. I think that's who's in the region, which honestly, I don't care which faction comes in. Just having a faction's good for the system. Though I'd rather somebody who's not gonna pirate faction. If we're gonna have a faction. That's what I prefer. That. I'm not looking into power play stuff until after we are done with the space station. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we got going on? Not much. Let's see here. We'll get there. There we go. Another one that I play a lot of was Battletech. So McCoy, Battletech, those games. That's another one that I played a lot of. But you know what I haven't played in a while that is actually a lot of fun? Hardspace Shipbreaker. That's like a super chill game. Unless you're doing like the super complicated ships, you can. It changes every 15 to 30 minutes. You got a different ship to break down, and there's probably been some changes and updates since I played last, too. Hope they added some new ships. That'd be a fun one to... Oops, hold on. I gotta write down the new number. 11225. That's a fun one. Because I have no interest in any brand new games that are coming out. Just none. The only exception is I am getting the Lunar remake when it comes out. And that's... when is that coming out? Hold on. Lunar comes out... I believe in a couple of... next week? Here it is. 18th. So 2 weeks. And I'll probably do a partial playthrough, if not a full playthrough of that game. It's just to, like, compare the changes. Because I did a partial play on, like, a long weekend a couple years ago. But I haven't touched it since. I haven't touched the original game since. It's a good game, though. Really enjoy it. It's one of those games that they could have done a lot more with the universe. The gameplay is solid. It could have been a serious contender for the RPG platform back in the 90s. And where it was produced, it was successful. Everybody loved it, and it could have gone farther. It just never did. The IP owners just didn't know what to do with it. They did 4 games? 5 games? What was it? It was Lunar, a Silver Star. Then they did there are 2, which is Eternal Blue. Walking School, which never made it out of Japan. But that was interesting. I liked that game. That was fun. Never did finish it, though. Dragon Song. A Dragon Song, which was on the Game Boy Advanced, I believe. I had some off-law ones. Like I think they had a typing tutor too. Well, now my brain's wondering what they had in that series. Timeline, here we go. Silver Star, Eternal Blue, Sanposuru Gakken. Yep, that's Walking School. Silver Star complete. Let's see. Eternal Blue complete. Maho Gakken Lunar. That's Walking School. Wait. Oh, that's right. They used a different game for the Game Gear and for the PlayStation Plus. The PlayStation Saturn. That's right, it's a different name. Because Samposuru Gakken is the Game Gear version, and the Saturn version is Maho Gakken Lunar. What else do they have? All the Lunar Hyper applications? Oh, those are PC games. Oh, Lunar Legend. Legend. I forgot about Legend. I think I actually own a copy of that. But Legend was a copy of Silver Star for the Game Boy. And then Dragon Song, which is also on the Game Boy Advance. Game Boy DS, I believe it was. Harmony, which is also on the DS. It's Silver Star again. But they added like more story. It's like, didn't need it. Thank you. And it's the Remaster Collection, which is 1 and 2. But it doesn't have Dragon Song or Walking School. So that's coming up. What else is coming up soon that I'm actually looking forward to? Scarlet Julian looks like it's going to be interesting, but I don't know. That one's going to be a while. Excuse me. I think that's pretty much it. For the ones that are coming up, I am actually looking at nothing really on pre-orders right now. I think everything that's coming out in the up and coming is just like not really watching that. Let's see what's on pre-order. Anything good? No, let's just look at new releases. What's come out recently? Average Space got a DLC. That's okay. Milky Clan's got a Ghost Bear expansion. I never actually finished the main campaign. Clans was a different style. I thought they were trying to chase Metal Gear, Armored Core 6, which didn't do fantastic. It did good, but it didn't do fantastic. It was okay. I feel like Soulsborne type games, it's good. But it's not for everybody. Alright. Still. lot of clones coming out. Of other games that were kind of popular. Like the roguelites and whatnot that have been popular over the last couple of years. There's a lot of clones of those coming out. Anything else of interest that's come out recently? Not really. Ooh, look. Last of 2 Remastered just came out. Who cares? It's like Skyrim. They keep re-releasing it and republishing it because people for some reason keep buying it. Don't get me wrong. The Last of Us is a good game. Skyrim's a good game. But frankly, if I want to see a remake of or a re-release of an Elder Scrolls game, I'd rather see a re-release of Oblivion. And that one does not need a remake. For the graphics upgrade or anything. Or a graphical remake of Morrowind, Arena, or Daggerfall. Arena, Daggerfall, and Morrowind as full remakes would be amazing. And not like a cheese out in like a quick Unity build, which is kind of what they did with Daggerfall a couple years ago. They just built it in Unity real quick. Pretty much the same graphics profile and stuff. It was just terrible. Don't get me wrong, it was better than the original. It was at least playable. But it wasn't great. Could have been so much better. Though for those two, I'd rather see those two come out as a pair. Return to Moria, that was pretty good. We did that for a while last year. Didn't really get a lot of views on it, but we did that last year. It was pretty good. But it did get boring. I loved playing it, but I got bored. Would have probably been more fun with a couple of people. I think the last game that I bought, and I did Moria, which was last year. Did Last Epoch, that was okay. Though, I think, Mara was done better. You know, it's sad that when you look at your list of unfiltered games, what's filtered out is the ones that you'll never play. Such a shame. Let's see here. Look, American Truck Simulator, Missouri. No interest. Let me do full games. do that. Then I'm not looking at DLCs. Not that I mind DLCs, because, you know, they bring life to games that you already own. But if you don't own the game, then seeing the DLCs for a game you don't own is not useful. Let's see here. Honestly? Ooh, look. Avowed. That felt like a steaming pile of garbage. Sid Meier's Civilization 7. I didn't think that got off the ground. It's funny because Avowed's got a high, a positive, a mostly positive score overall. But everybody that I talk to that's played it is like, it was good for a while, but it got boring or whatever. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, apparently Red Dead Redemption got released on Steam. Last year. I filtered it out, don't care. There's a lot of games that are like really good games. Like Space Marine 2. For a lot of good stuff about that. But I also heard a lot of good stuff about Dark Tide. And while it is a good game, I just couldn't get into it. I think it's because it's a required multiplayer drop game. And it's fixed as to which missions and places you can go until you progress in the story far enough to unlock things. It's like, if you're going to push me into an online-only game where I have to play with other players, don't restrict where I can go. Because then I'm stuck with, whatever I can do, and I can't. And you get stuck in the boring missions or whatever, doing the same mission or same zone over and over and over again. It's not interesting. So you either have to push through it and grind, or you just get bored and leave. I got bored and left. Look, Mortal Kombat 1, which came out in September 23, is on sale for $16. That's interesting. I mean, I played, what was that, 11? We played the hell out of that a couple years ago. Dude, I think we did that one, a full playthrough of the story of that one on stream. And that was interesting. Considering I hadn't played literally any of the games since like 4? I think 4 was like the last one I played. So I knew none of the story elements at all. But whatever. I own Rubicon. It's, Armored Core 6. It's good if you like a Souls-like type game. The bosses are brutal. A little too hard, I think, in my opinion. Baldur's Gate 3 is good, but not so good for stream. Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. Yeah, we did that one on YouTube. The first game, anyway. The second game, it was literally the same game, just with more stuff. With new stuff. They didn't actually improve anything on it. I was kind of disappointed. Even though I paid for it. Darkest Dungeon 2 came out a couple years ago. First game was fun. Thought about getting Darkest Dungeon 2. I might get that when it goes on sale. Just to try it out. But no real interest in it. Not serious interest anyway. What else do we have? Let's see. Ooh, Marvel Midnight Suns. It came out in 22. It's 3 years old now. 2.5 years old now. And it's on sale for 85% off. Someone's lost their player base and wants to try and dredge up more. Because they've lost other players. So you can tell when a game's lost all its players. Especially for online games like that. All of a sudden it starts going on sale for like 70 to 80% off all the time. Anything else interesting? Alright, we're back in 22 now. Power Wash, that was actually really good. I played that. I played the hell out of that. I don't think I did any of that. I don't think I recorded any of that. I did that on my PS4. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Going backwards. Now, going forward, in pre-orders, if there's anything in pre-orders that let's see here. Do I have a category for pre-orders on Steam? I thought they did. I had like the new stuff, which I was just looking at. Top sellers. Oh, popular upcoming, that's what I want. On the upcoming category. That's how they have it marked. Let's see if there's anything out here. Oh, look, some random game calling itself Grimdark. I bet there's no Ravenclaws. What else do we have around here? Anything good? New Elden Ring game. Who cares? People who like those types of games, I applaud them for it. But not my cup of tea. What else do we have here? Borderlands 4. That might be okay. Doom of the Dark Ages. That's just somebody looking for a money grab for a cash grab that doesn't know what to do with their stuff anymore. Slay the Spire 2. That might be interesting. Slay the Spire was fun. Let's see, what else is on the popular stuff? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to all upcoming releases. Do more. Actually, you know what? Let me go back. Let me do it by popular. Because there's a lot of games that don't get any visibility. For obvious reasons. Let's see. Anything good? Don't know. Oh, let's change this to games only. I don't want to see upcoming DLC. It's always hard to find new games. Let's see, Steel. Yeah, I'm familiar. Let's see. They're re-releasing stuff too. Care about re-releases. Re-releases, remakes, remasters. Remasters I prefer over remakes, but there are some games that I'd be okay with the remake on. Like I said, the other Scrolls games, those as remakes, I'd be fine with. Because the original games were small in content, and they could have had a lot more content if they had disk space, basically, which they didn't have back then. Like now, they can have more content, but don't bloat just to bloat. Sorry. That's the problem with most Assassin's Creed games, is they have bloat just because they want bloat. Don't get me wrong. Good games. I like Assassin's Creed games. I have interest in Shadows, but I'm not buying it at full price. I'll wait till it goes on sale. What else do we have here that's coming up? Anything good? And I'm out to April. Unmarked Aprils. End of the month. I'm not really seeing anything that I already have marked. Let's see. A lot of it's games that I have no interest in. Just different types that I don't care about. Looks like there's a new Gundam game coming out. I've played a couple of Gundam games. They're pretty good. But no interest in, buying one that comes out right away. Let's see, anything else good? New Five Nights at Freddy's game coming out. I know some people who will probably be interested in that. New Tron game? Really? That sounds like a cash grab. Tron never did well as a game. The visual Tron arcade stand-up did okay. Then they came back with Tron 2.0. What was that? Around 2000-ish. And that was... buggy. The story was pretty good. But it was buggy. And it was hard to play. It was a heavy platformer. Which was kind of like the thing back then. But the bugs were nasty. Today's day and age, they'd have it cleaned up, patched within a couple weeks. Back then, when games came out buggy, you were done. You either got it to work or you didn't get to do anything at all. You were lucky if a developer came out with updates to fix their garbage releases. But now, everybody pretty much patches them. Which is good. It also means they get more sales. Because they're actually fixing the, things that are broken. The problem we have now is that they tend to intentionally release games broken or in a beta state. And then let the general population who just paid literally $50, $60, $80, $90, $100 on the game be their beta testers in live fire exercises. It's terrible. Jupiter Hell. That's actually a good game. I like Jupiter Hell. Is this Jupiter Hell Classic? What is this? What is this? Jupiter Hell Classic is a demake of the original Jupiter Hell. Why? It didn't need a demake. One, it's a new game. It's not that old. Two, it's good. And frankly, DLCs would have made it way better. I liked Jupiter Hell. Played that. I got hours in that game. I don't even know how many hours I have in that game. Jupiter Hell, Jupiter Hell, Jupiter Hell. What do I got in that one? Jupiter Hell. 50. Where is it? Oh, wait. Hold on. Be faster for me to sort my library by hours played. Because it'll be, I think, like, I don't know, 20 to 30 hours in that game. I mean, it's not like hundreds of hours or anything, but got 48 hours in Rogue Trader. I've got 500 hours in Elite Dangerous. If that counts for anything. Let's see what we got here. I get more hours in Elite Dangerous than I do in MechWarrior. That's pretty sad. MechWarrior and Biotech, I thought I had more hours in, but apparently I don't. I have way more hours in ED. Ha! That's news. Oh, Elite Dangerous actually beat out Neverwinter, though. Finally. Needs a lot more hours for it's going to take the number 2 slot, which is over 800 hours. Let's see here. Shipbreaker got 150 hours in that. 118 hours in Borderlands 3. I have 140 hours in Astronauts. God, I've put that many hours in that game. Such a good game, too. I have 90 hours in Martyr. But what were we looking for? Oh, we were looking for Jupiter Hell. That's what we're looking for. I think we got like 20 hours in that game. That's 75. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Let's get ourselves back on route. Let's see here. Everspace 2, I got 30 hours in that. Star Conflict. That was a little closer than I normally like it. Undermine, I got 30 hours in that. Ultima Underworld. That was actually really fun. I liked that game. And that's a full one. It's on YouTube. Dragon Quest Treasures. That I played the full story on that. Didn't actually do all the achievements, but that was good. Quasimorph is at 5 hours, and that's actually a good game, but it's hard. It's like stupid hard. Dungeon Beneath it never finished. Where is Jupiter Hell? I know I have it. I thought I had more hours than that in there. Let's see. Is it from platform? Nope, that's Jupiter Hell. I have a whole 10 hours in the game. I thought I played that game a lot more. So strange. Anyway. Back to up and coming. Anything in here interesting? It's sad that all the new games coming up, I just have no interest in. People ask me, like, why don't you play the new games that are coming out? It's like, because they don't interest me at all. Yeah, I'm not going to spend money on a game that I have no interest in playing. There's no point in it. And a lot of games I, like, put on my wish list for when they go on sale. Not because I'm going to buy it when they come out. Let's see. Yeah, not sure. Still a bunch of survival games coming out. There's a bunch of survival games. There's a bunch of kingdom building games of different types. There's always a million visual novels coming out. Now, the other one that I can use, I can go back and play a game I haven't played in ages. That's actually a fun game to play. Yeah, go grab something on my backlog, either that I've already played before, or that I haven't touched at all. And go true backlog harvesting. My backlog is pretty dense. I got a pretty deep backlog. In all reality, I do. I have a really deep backlog. If I just look at my library in Steam alone, I have, what is it? 400 titles. And a lot of them were like things that I bought when like a pack of games went on sale. Like I have like all these kind of games. But I bought that from like a bundle when it went on sale. I got a bunch of games for Warhammer when they were on sale in a bundle. Because I have like Gladius and the Dawn of War games and Chaos Gate. But I bought them when they had this big, huge sale on the franchise. And I thought, you know what? I'm buying a game from them anyway. Why not just go ahead and buy this big old bundle? Makes more sense to me to buy the bundle instead of buying the individual games. And then if I like them, I can go back and play a bunch of them. So I might go back and play some of those games. Just to see if I like them. Kind of like I'm doing with Martyr. Tactical Matrix. I got that one. I pre-ordered that one because it looked really good. It's like 10 hours long. I haven't touched it. Haven't touched it. Here's another one. Super Neptunia RPG. Old game. I I pre-ordered that when it came out. Ain't touched it. Ain't even touched it. Starcom, Unknown Space. I have yet to play that one. I bought it when it came out. I pre-ordered it. But I haven't gotten around to playing it. I should probably play the first one again. That's like 20 hours long. Or so. I have Rune Factory games that I haven't touched. I have most of the mana games that I haven't touched. What else do I have in here that I haven't even touched? Yes, I know. Now, I do have the Rhapsody trilogy. And I have played probably the first, I don't know, hour of that game a couple of times. For various things. I ain't really touched it. I have a couple of the Pathfinder games. I haven't really touched any of them. I think I made Kingmaker a little bit. Or was it the other one? I forget. There's two of them. I played one of them a little bit. The other one I haven't touched at all. What else do we have here? And there's games like this, there's one here, Monster Monopiece. I know I've played that game. But it says I have 0 hours played. I don't know. I have 0 hours played in anything resembling recent times, that's for sure. Master Orion games were good. The remakes were really good. Let's see here. It'll do 2. I played through the first one all the way. Should probably play the second one. The first one was a good game. Such pretty fun. Oh, that's a pen and paper. That's actually a really interesting game. It's like playing tabletop RPGs, but by yourself. With a well-crafted design world. And they got like fantasy and sci-fi versions of that game. I think I own all of the pen and paper games. There's like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know I think I own them on PC. I think I own them on PS4. But those were fun. Hard too. I have Dungeon Siege. Those are buggy as all hell. You gotta, to do recordings on those, you have to kind of do them a special way. Class of Heroes is good. I never did finish the first game on the remake of that. I own literally all the Sword Art games. I haven't played those again since I rebought them on Steam. I own them on various other consoles, but they re-released them all on Steam, so I figured I'd rebuy them on Steam when they went on a bundle sale. Because they're good games, but for the most part. But the console versions are sometimes a little wonky. Let's see here. Assassin's Creed, I own most of those games. Most of my own on console, not on PC. I haven't touched my consoles really much in, I don't know, last several years. Should probably break them down and put them in storage for safekeeping, rather than leaving them out where they can get tore up by dust and dirt and grime. I just sitting there. Let's see. What else do I have? It's like all kinds of stuff. Like, the only thing I don't have is like visual novels. That's because I never got into those. Just never really got into it. I also got really into them, really hardcore. I don't know. Oh, this was a good game. Dead End Job. That was actually a lot of fun. It's a twin stick shooter where you have to fight ghosts. I might do that with an offline record. And just play that one through. That was fun too. Star Trekker was fun. It's wonky though. Claire de Lune. I never did finish that game. It kept crashing on me. They did an update and it just kept crashing. I don't know if they ever fixed it. Let's see what's here. I like all the Shovel Knight games. I've played a couple of those. I haven't played all of them. And I haven't beat any of them. Out There, Oceans of Time. That wasn't what I was expecting it to be, though that is an interesting game. It turned out to be more 90s RPG-esque. And fixed. I thought it was going to be more random, but it's a good game. I enjoyed playing through it for a while. Tin Can. There's a rough. See, I got 8 hours in that game. That one's a rough one. Trying to stay alive as long as you can in an escape pod that's trying to kill you. I don't know. Nine 065. Oops, not 8090. I'll do one more round tonight. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna let it go today. Ain't no one in here but me, and I'm just tootling through my Steam log. So I'll just go ahead and cut there, and I'll farm tomorrow, and I can do other things while I'm doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bugger off. Thank you for visiting if you were here, and I will see you next time.